Today, let us construct a bar graph by doing an activity. The materials required for doing this activity is a chart sheet, a sketch pen, scale, and a square piece of paper or a sponge, and some small slips. So, first, for doing this activity, we need a data which has to be represented in the form of bar graph. So, here I have taken a collected a data like number of students whose favorite sports. So this is the data which is there, like how many number of students like kabaddi, how many number of students like cricket, and how many like badminton and volleyball in different classes. So this data we are going to represent it on the bar graph. So in this white sheet, using a scale and sketch pen, first have to construct the axis for this bar graph. So we all know that the x-axis has to be drawn horizontally and the y-axis has to be drawn vertically. So I've already done it. So you can just see. So this is my x-axis, which is drawn here, and this is my y-axis. So after drawing this, so you can mention here y and x, and we have to finalize the scale for it. So the scale for this data is like 30, 40, 20, and 10. Either I can take like 1 unit is equal to like 10, or 1 unit is equal to 5, because everything is divisible by 5. So I've taken here the scale as 1 unit is equal to 5 students. So this is my scale. And here I've done a markings of, so 1 unit is 5, then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And on the x-axis, so I am marking all the sports which has to be represented, like kabaddi, cricket, badminton, volleyball. So I'm just using the small slips. I printed one like kabaddi, where I have to create the bar graph, and I have cricket, so I'll keep the cricket slip here. Then badminton, then after that I have the volleyball. Then on the y-axis, can see that is number of students. So here my title for this one is number of students. Afterwards, let's now represent the bar graph on this. So for that, I'm using the square piece of paper or a sponge kind of thing. So first, I will represent kabaddi. So kabaddi here the data is 30. So every sponge is like 5 units. I've made it in such a way that, so it is 30. So I have to keep 6 such square pieces. So 1 for 5, then 2. See that you keep straight, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's make it straight so that it will be looking like a bar graph. We can use a scale to. After that is cricket. So I need 8 pieces because I have 40. Or else you can count by like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 35, then 40. So I've done 40 here. Then after that, badminton is 20. So I'll keep like 5, 10, 15, 20. So I've done this badminton. Now I have volleyball, which is 30. So I'll keep it like 5, 10, 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now I constructed the bar graph using this. So you can see How beautifully it has come up. So one thing you have to keep in mind is like between each bars, so there should be a gap between each bars. So I've left some gap between each bars, and from this bar graph we can analyze many data like which two sports have equal number of students if somebody has. So I can see this two sports like kabaddi and volleyball have equal number because their height is same. And which sports is having more number of students have opted for which sports, you can see cricket because the height of this bar is more, so that this is the sport where like most of the students have opted for it. And the least opted sports is like badminton because it is only 20 students are opted and the bar is also the height of the bar is also less. So one more thing you can see that the width of all the bars are same, and based on the height we can calculate which is more and which is less. Okay. In the same manner, we can collect many datas and represent it on a table, and we can construct a bar graph for it, and we can analyze the data. Thank you.